Hi guys, welcome back to the news. Nigerians believe that Buhari's government is the most corrupt in the history of Nigerians. Now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has received a call to broaden his corruption investigation beyond the former Central Bank of Nigeria Governor CBN Godwin Emefiele and also the former chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC Abdulrasheed Bawar. The appeal came from the Most Reverend Emmanuel Chukwuma, the Archbishop of Enugu Province and the Bishop of Enugu Anglican Communion. He emphasized the need to probe Muhammad Buhari, the former president, along with other corrupt officials. Expressing his concerns, Archbishop Chukwuma stated that Buhari's administration was undoubtedly the most corrupt in Nigeria's history. He asserted that it would be unfair to solely target Emefiele and Bawar for their involvement in corrupt practices while ignoring the individual who was responsible for overseeing and approving their actions. He specifically mentioned the case of a corrupt minister who engaged in fraudulent activities deceiving Nigerians and its citizens. The Archbishop had called upon the federal government to thoroughly investigate those who served under Buhari's administration and were implicated in corruption scandals. And in his view, it was critical to hold Buhari accountable, including scrutinizing the expenses incurred from his medical treatment abroad. Furthermore, he emphasized the need to investigate the Minister of the Humanitarian Affairs, who allegedly received 500 billion every month, and demanded transparency regarding the allocations of the funds intended for poverty alleviation. Well, my country people, Archbishop Chukwuma has singled out the Minister of Information, the Minister of Aviation, holding them responsible for their actions. He has accused the Minister of Aviation of engaging in fraudulent activities with the Ethiopia airline, also misleading the public by presenting it as an Air Nigeria. The Archbishop strongly advocated for the arrest and the investigation of those individuals, stressing that they should not escape legal consequences. Also, he called out for the former Minister of Works and Housing to face scrutiny due to the apparent lack of progress in the development of the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway. Despite the substantial funds allocated for its construction. His statement reads in part, "We are calling on the federal government to probe those under Buhari's government who have messed up, because Buhari's government is the worst and the most corrupt government we've ever had in this nation. And I made bold to say it, the worst and the most corrupt government that we've ever had in this country. Buhari himself should be probed. There is no way he should escape this. There is no escaping for Buhari. You cannot arrest only Emefiele and Abdulrasheed Bawar and keep Buhari away. No, they should account on how he spent, our money, our resources on his medical trip outside of the country, on his medical care out of the country, his medical treatment out of the country. Well, Buhari's government is the most corrupt, no doubt about that. That's why people have been calling that one person or two people shouldn't go down for the mistakes caused by many people. That's why in our system of government, there ought to be accountability. But our leaders they don't understand this fact that they should be held accountable for their actions. And it seems that now Buhari is getting away with everything he has done. When Tinubu assured him that he won't be probed, He told Tinubu that he doesn't want to be disturbed, that Nigerians should not disturb him with any issue of probe. And then Tinubu assured him that he won't be probed. But then, my country people, if the president, Tinubu, that promised to fight corruption and has promised to improve our economy, how come he refuses to go after the past administration that has plunged this country into severe disaster? It seems now that he is picking sides on whom he will face and those he will not face, which is really terrible. It is terrible. And now this corruption of a thing has gone to a high level. There were so much embezzlement and money laundering under Buhari's government. Those corrupt officials are yet to be arrested, are yet to be imprisoned, are yet to be, called for questioning, for them to come and explain how they looted money. So those stolen funds are yet to be recovered. Where we got to see how under Buhari's government, some corrupt officials stole about billions of naira. Now we get to see the humanitarian minister, whereby this lady receives the sum of 500 billion naira every month. Now, what about those funds? Those funds were intended for poverty alleviation. Where are those funds? Because we know that those money was not disbursed to the people. It wasn't given to the people. So how come this lady cannot account for this money? He also mentioned other people's name, the Minister of Housing, the Minister of Works, that they should call them to order. So my country people, what are your thoughts concerning this? Because at this point, it's looking like Buhari is getting away with everything, alongside his corrupt ministers, alongside all his aides that worked with him when he was the president, which is really terrible. And you recall that during Buhari's tenure, he had accused all those that came before him. He had accused the past administration of trying to destroy this country and all of that. But then, when he emerged, his own tenure was the worst. So Buhari's reign, is just the absolute worst. There is no word we can describe it. Buhari's government was the most corrupt in the history of Nigeria. So my country people, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts concerning this in the comment section. Thank you. Bye for now.